FutureTrend channel is glad to welcome all of our subscribers. Today we start as usually our analysis of major currencies for the date of 17 May 2018. What's interesting happened during previous trading session? We suggest that probably to the story of the strength of the United States currency, rising United States Treasury yields, was adding also another very interesting story. It's political developments in Italy, which we are seeing right now. Of course, from a point of view of future of policy of the European Union, it will be very important what kind of Italian government will be formed in Italy. And from that point of view, probably that's a point of concern. That's a point of question, because of course the European Union is afraid of anti-establishment parties in Italy, and as we know, the Five Star trying to form a kind of coalition with some kind of far-right parties in Italian parliament, and from that point of view, a possible formation of an anti-establishment Italian government should, of course, put the calm kind of political life in Europe under the pressure. Anyway, as you can see, during previous trading session, the euro currency was more or less resistant to such kind of political news. Despite of initial slump to the lows of previous trading session around 117.63, the euro after that could rebound, and now, as you can see, the euro is trading around 118.15. Overall, here the picture still remains quite negative from both a fundamental or technical point of view, because from technical point of view we are still trading below immediately descending trend line located around 119.35. Also, don't forget about psychological important barrier 120, as well as moving average 200 daily line that's located today around 120.19. And all in all, here the situation is more welcome for another slide in the value of the euro, with another kind of goal for the bears located around 115.50, where first of all lies the lows of November 2017, as well as, and you can see this longer term uptrend line. So all in all, probably the focus now for the euro bears, the focus now on that kind of goal, on that kind of target. Anyway, we still suggest that not everything is so pessimistic for the nearest future of the single currency. We suggest that probably such kind of negative news we have now regarding the European economy, first of all, they should have a kind of temporary effect on the market. And from the point of view of global normalization of monetary policies from the part of other central banks, we still suggest that this kind of story still remains into focus for the market participants. And sooner or later, the euro dollar should be back to the upside. If really we could see this kind of normalization will take effect. Of course, right now it's a little bit problematic to speak about such kind of topic. Anyway, you know how volatile the market is during such kind of month like May. If you look at the pictures, historical pictures of different kind of pairs and its behavior during the May period. Usually during this kind of a month we have a kind of maximum or a kind of minimum in the rate, and after that the market fully reversed into opposite direction. Don't forget about this. Dollar yen. Here the situation is more or less also welcome for another upside potential of the dollar yen while we are trading above let's say current uptrend. The current uptrend that's located at the moment around 109.65. While above that area, we suggest that dollar yen has everything to develop some further upside progress. The same applies more or less for sterling, which is at 35.50 at the moment, just around its moving average 200 daily line, which at the moment located around 135.55. From that point of view, it will be very important how this week will be closed. If we close below this moving average daily line, of course it will mean that probably into the nearest future the cable could further succeed to the downside. Anyway, we suggest that right now probably the market is a little bit overextended with its short positioning in the cable, and in the near future we could see a real kind of correction in the price of this kind of pair. Anyway, 137 also remains a quite interesting resistance barrier. While below this resistance barrier, we suggest the pair should remain fragile and should remain under the selling pressure. Dollar Swiss still locked and sticked to the parity level, despite of the overall progress of the Swiss franc on the other crosses. We see that dollar Swiss is more or less comfortable around the parity level. Here, from a longer term point of view, the pair should look more or less supported, and while above uptrend line of 2018 located around 97.75, any kind of pullbacks to the downside should be used as a buying opportunity in the currency. And again, next point to view, to focus to the upside is the highs of 2017 located around 103.35. Here the situation still remains quite positive for the dollar Swiss. Thank you very much for all of your attention. Some later we will come with our analysis of euro crosses. Bye bye for now.